Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be doing a little tutorial for you which is beginner friendly, simple, for a babe on a budget like myself, using affordable drugstore products throughout this video. So if you're keen on checking out how I achieved this summer daytime or nighttime look, continue watching and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I've already gone in and done my brows, as it tends to take a lot of time. I'm very fussy when it comes to my brows. All I went in with was my Essence Make Me Brow, and I just cleaned up the edges a bit with my Smudge Perfecting Concealer in the shade Ivory. The Essence Make Me Brow, it is in the shade, can I find the shade for you? 02 Browny Brows. So I just went in and plucked them up a bit and then cleaned them off, as I am not really into those dark bold brows anymore. I'm into the fluffy brows. So I'm just going to moisturize my skin a bit, and I'm using my Avene, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, Avene Thermal Spring Water, just to add some moisture to my skin, as my skin has been a bit dry lately. I just love it, comes out like this little mist. So let that settle in on my skin, and then I'm going to be blotching out those veins and on my eyes, and then also just making it basically one color before applying the eyeshadow, as we're doing a fairly simple look, but I'm wanting this to come out quite smooth and wanting to see the colors quite nicely. So I'm just adding a bit of that to my lids, and then I'm going in with my little sponge. This one I purchased at Clicks in the brand name Sorbet. I think I paid $99.99 if I'm not mistaken, but you can of course get them cheaper. So I'm just blotching it out. Also makes the eyeshadow stick a bit better on the eyes. And then I'm going to be pressing some powders into them, and I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro.Powder Banana Yellow. This is a setting powder, not mattifying, but it keeps the makeup there. So I'm just going to add some of that onto my lid, just to have a nice little canvas before we start applying the colors. That's it. And then just to dust some of that excess powders away, I'm going in with a normal clean fluffy little brush, just really like patting it and brushing some of it away so it really sticks in there. Next I'm picking up my Makeup Revolution palette. This is in the Neutrals 2 Reloaded. It's got quite a few beautiful little shades in there. Most of my favorite shades are worn out already, but I'm going to be using my Essence little fluffy brush. There is no size on here, but it's an eye blender brush. This is in a fairly medium size, I would say. We're just using one color today, and then we're going to be doing a little mini cut crease. So I'm going to be using this color over here just to start off. This palette is quite dirty. Just to, as a base, I'm going to be using this color over here. It's like this little white ivory. It's got like a slight creamish undertone to it, just as a base, as we are wanting to build on that color. Applying that slightly underneath my brow bone, and then just working it all the way across. I'm picking up other colors here as my brushes are fairly dirty. Need to wash them. And then next I'm going to be going in with this color. It's more of a deep red, hints of brown in it. Finding a nice color to stand out, and something nice and bold, and I'm going to be applying that into my crease, just above my crease. All the way across. Kind of blending that out. And then the same on the other side. Perfect for a night out with the girls, which I'm sure most of us haven't done in a long time, thanks to the pandemic. It's actually quite scary, you know. We're on level 1 now. Festive season is about to hit, and there's so many cluster outbreaks happening. It's actually quite scary. Not knowing, we're waiting whether we're gonna have a second wave or not, and you're getting this high school kids partying up the storm, spreading the love and the virus at the same time. So I'm focusing most of that product just above my crease on that brow bone, as I'm going to be doing a cut crease. So I'm not really bothered about placing some eyeshadows there, as I'm going to be blotching that out with concealer. So going in again with my Smudge concealer, just going to be placing some of that at the back of my hand. I'm going to be using my little angle brush and picking up some of that concealer to cut out the crease. Simple trick that I use is just by placing some of that concealers in the center of my lid and then looking up just to get that little line. So that is your mark as to where your crease is, if you are not sure where your crease is. So I like to just put that there, and then some on the inner corner and the outer corners, and again looking up. Don't worry, we're going to be cleaning that up just so that I can get that little line, so that it's easier for me to do it nice and neatly and everything in line. Picking up some more of that and just gently swooping it across, trying to stay within that line. So that line is not completely straight, but not to worry, we're going to clean that up with some eyeshadow once our line is done. Sorry guys, I'm a bit distracted today. We're going through a lot where my son's health is concerned. I will get more into that on a later stage, as I am still a bit emotional. I did share on my Facebook or on my Instagram stories my son's condition. Actually due for op next week, and I am really dreading the day that we take him in for his op. So we're doing a cut crease all across the lid. I'm going to do this off cam because it feels as if I can't really see properly in my mirror, and I want to get this nice and neat for you guys. So once I've completed my cut crease and smoothened it out, I will come back and show you guys exactly how I clean up the rest of the lid. So this is what the cut crease looks like once I've placed that concealers on there. So I'm just going to be going in with that same color using this brush just to fill out the areas where I went a bit too high on the concealer, as I'm wanting more depth to the crease of my eye, like upper crease wise. I'm really wanting to enhance this color, so I'm trying to keep the concealers right above my crease, and then just blending that a bit. I actually think I need my smaller brush just to really get in there. So I'm picking up this little cheapy brush that I've got just to get above that crease, and then also just to blend that color out nicely, as we don't want the makeup to look like it's just blacked onto the skin, if you get what I mean. So this is fairly simple. I always battle with the cut crease, that's why I prefer doing it off cam, as I can sit much closer to my mirror. I'm busy using a mirror out of one of my other makeup palettes just so that I can really get in there. So that is the eye. Now for some mascara, I'm going to be using my Essence Lash Princess Lash False Effect Lash Mascara. And then I'm going to be doing a little shadow underneath my lower lash line, but that I'll leave for last, as I'm going to be doing my foundation now as well. So I don't want to spoil that color. I want to get a nice bright pop of color underneath. I just love this mascara. It really gives that false lash effect. It really extends your natural eyelashes and this product is so slept on, so affordable, no clumping, and the results are so amazing. So that is my mascara. I'm going to be starting with the skin. You can of course apply a primer. I won't be applying a primer today, and I'm just doing this video for you guys. I'm not going anywhere today. Actually, I'm celebrating my father's birthday today. Can't believe that in a month from now, your girl is turning 30. Big milestone for me. Took a bit of a while to accept my age, but take it as it comes, right? So going in with my Wet n Wild foundation. This is in the shade Toffee Pecan. You can see that, also one of my favorite affordable brands. And then using that same sponge, I'm just going to be applying my foundation. Medium to full coverage, is quite buildable, so if you're wanting to go in with more than one layer, you're more than welcome to. I prefer going in with one, as I've got some tiny freckles on my nose, which I actually like, and I'm not wanting to cover up going over those edges, which I have to correct again. Just nicely blotching that into the skin in a tapping motion or patting motion. You can of course use your fingertips or a foundation brush, whichever tickles your fancy. Whichever is basically much easier for you. I prefer the sponge as it gives a more natural look, and it really dabs that product into your skin, so it basically gives you that finish, that natural looking finish. Something awful about my lighting. I've got my ring light and another backup light in the background. It's just the colors don't seem to be coming out as I want them to. Like if I look at my makeup off cam, it looks, I can see the true colors of this makeup, but I can't really see it on that. Either that or my lens is dirty. I need to clean that up. Okay, so that is it for my foundation. Next, I'm going to be doing my contour, and I'm going to be using my Yardley foundation. This is in the shade Mocha. I prefer using foundation to do my contour, as it just gives it a natural looking contour. Just getting a feel there. Like the minute, one thing about this foundation, the minute you apply it, you have to like dab it in immediately, as it leaves blotches on the skin and becomes a bit hard to blend out. That's the only thing that I don't like about this product. But furthermore, I like the way it does my contour. Gives it a natural finish. So applying that underneath my cheekbones, or slightly above my cheekbones. And of course some on the forehead, in between those edges, just to create some shadows around the face. Today's weather is like completely off. I woke up this morning, the sun was shining, and now it's like slightly overcast. So I don't know if it's going to rain any minute soon or what. And we planned a drive for my dad's birthday. I'm just hoping the weather would keep for the rest of the day. And I'm going to be using my angled brush, picking up some more of that foundation, and then just contouring my nose slightly. Smudge this up, and then again with that sponge, just dabbing it slightly. Try not to get it over the entire nose, as I'm going to be placing some concealer down the bridge of my nose. That's my nose contour, and then again with my Smudge concealer. See me drawing a small little line down the bridge of my nose. Just to add a slight little chiseled cut look. And then of course some on the forehead. I try not to brighten up my forehead too much as it is quite bright naturally, if you get what I mean. And then dabbing that with the back of the sponge, because that's the only part of the sponge where I did not get any foundation, or yeah, basically foundation, or the other foundation, the darker foundation, which I used for my contour. I think the colors right there. And then of course some concealers under those eyes to conceal those bags. I had so many restless nights this week. Slightly underneath. Yeah, try not to put too much foundation or concealers under my eye. I don't want to appear completely snatched, but if you want to go the extra mile, you can of course do so. And then the same sponge underneath the eyes, looking up, trying to get into those creases. Bringing it down the cheek. This concealer is actually so affordable. I got this at Clicks in one of these sale bins, and it blends quite well with both my Revlon foundation as well as my Wet n Wild. It actually blends quite nicely over this little Yardley mocha shade that I just did. Okay, so that was me brightening out my bags. Going to be placing some of that same setting powders that I used on my lids, just to set those powders into place so that they don't cake or crease. I just hate this sound. I'm nearly out of it. Again, this is my Girl Pro.Powder in the shade Banana Yellow. And then using that little sponge that comes inside of it, since I like it's very precise, you can actually like fold the sponge and just place it on those areas that you're really wanting to bake. And then of course on the sides of the nose where I placed that little darker foundation. And we're going to let that bake while doing the under eyes using my back end of this little brush. It's quite flat but it's a little bit fluffy, picking up that same shade, and I'm going to be applying that underneath my my bottom lash just to complete this eye look. The reason why I'm doing this with the powders underneath it is so that if there is any fallout of this powder, it's easy just to swoop it away. And then again on the other side. And then using the slightly fluffier side just to blend that out. As you can see, there's quite like a harsh little line there. So I'm just blending that out. And then I think that baked long enough, so I'm going to be going in with that same fluffy brush just to fluff away those excess powders. And then to finish off the eye, I'm going to be applying some eyeliner if I can find it. Okay, first thing I found is my kajal, black, simple little kajal. And if you guys can see, let me just try and do this. Applying it very lightly as I don't want it to be too black, too harsh for this color. As this is a light color, so just add some extra baba boom. And then again in with my mascara to the bottom lash, trying to use the front end of it. As you can see, it is quite angled, so I use the smaller brushes. managed to clot that one up a bit. No need to stress. Once it dries out, you can just simply like kind of peel it away, so don't touch it while it's wet. I've just completed setting my face. I'm going in now with my highlighting with my oldie Cell Tone tissue oil, and I'm going to be applying that as a base, as I'm wanting a nice wet highlighted look. So I'm just applying that on the focal areas where I'm wanting to highlight, or place that powder highlight over. And then some on my nose. Some on my forehead, on certain spots of that forehead. Going in with my Makeup Revolution strobe highlight, and this is in the shade Everglow Lights. I'm using my little fluffy brush as we're going to gently pack that highlighter on to those spots where we've placed that oils. I've got a bit too much lighting in today's video. I've got some nice natural light coming in here, but I've also got my ring light on and then another light. I think I'm going to actually turn on one of those lights and see if there's a difference. Let me adjust my lighting. I just turned off one of my other lights so that I can show you guys the true glow of this highlighter. Just pick up some more. As you guys know, I love my highlighter. Placing some on just for that extra shimmer. It's spring, summer coming up. On that highlighter. And then because I've got a fairly pink eye, I am going to go in with my lipstick. Not really feeling a gloss today, so I think I'm going to go in with Chocolate Brownie. This is by Yardley Colorstay in the shade Chocolate Brownie, just to add some browns. I love brown. Nice deep chocolate brown. I think this is perfect with this lip combo with this eye. It's perfect for a night out if you're looking for a bold lip. Of course, if you're wanting to do a daytime look, you can opt for a more nude, or even something with a touch of pink in it. And you guys saw that I did not do any powder contour today, as I'm wanting to feel a bit more natural, not wanting the entire face beat. So that concludes today's makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. Simple, affordable, beginner friendly look for a babe on a budget like myself. So if you guys are wanting to see anything else on this channel, let me know in the comment sections down below. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so by hitting the subscribe button below. And yeah, until next time, hope you guys have a wonderful week.